वन्दे जगद्गुरुम् भगवद्गीता भगवद्गीता अध्याय 4 श्लोक 20 The true freedom from karma is being described in these shlokas. We will read the shloka first. त्यक्त्वा कर्मफलासङ्गं नित्यतृप्तो निराश्रयः कर्मण्यभिप्रवृत्तोऽपि नैव किञ्चित् करोति सः. True freedom from karma, being free from karma in true sense, doesn't mean sitting idle. Instead, it is to be free from the identification as the doer and the enjoyer. A jnani is free from the identification as a doer as well as identification as the enjoyer. Moreover, a jnani is free from the need of karma. We do karma in order to accomplish certain objectives. Either in this world or in the other world. If we have to attain, if we have to accomplish any given objective, we are desperate, we have to do karma because everything in this world as well as in the other world is accomplished by means of karma alone. Even this life, even this janma is accomplished through karma. What has given us this birth? What has given us this Janma? It is our karma. Likewise, all that we are accomplishing in this Janma is due to our karma. Similarly, if we aspire to attain better life hereafter, let us say Swarga, the Shastras reveal several possibilities after death, many possibilities in the life after. There are many lokas, arranged in certain order of gradation. Some are better, some are even better. There are many lokas, and these lokas promise better enjoyment, better longevity than the human birth. Therefore, one might as well make effort to go to the higher lokas. It's not wrong. It's perfectly all right to seek to go to higher loka. In fact, the Shastras encourage do good karma, do some special karmas, and go to the higher loka. And so many types of karmas are prescribed. If you want to go to any higher loka, you are expected to do a particular type of karma. And you can choose which loka you want to reach. Therefore, the desire to attain, desire to accomplish a better life drives us towards karma. But a jnani, he is free from the need to accomplish anything. He is free from the need to accomplish, the desire to accomplish in this life or in the other life. Because Krishna describes a jnani as a nitya triptaha and nirashayah. Nitya tripto nirashayah. When do we seek to accomplish something. It is possible under two circumstances. Number one, we are atrupta. There is no satisfaction. Trupti means a satisfaction. When there is no satisfaction, we seek satisfaction. And we do karma. We work in order to accomplish satisfaction. But a jnani is nitya triptaha. He does not seek satisfaction through any accomplishment because he is satisfied in himself. In chapter 2, Bhagavan had described a jnani atmanyevatmana tushtaha. He is happy within himself because he has discovered the ultimate source of happiness, which is nothing other than the Atma. Therefore, a jnani is nitya triptaha. Another situation where we might be driven to do action, we might be driven to take recourse to action, is a dependency. The need for a support. Generally, emotional support. Most of the people in the world seek emotional support from others. I will find emotional support from my relatives, from my friends. We seek emotional support from the world. And we get it to certain extent, but then there are occasions when we fail to get emotional support. And this pushes an individual to a sense of helplessness, a feeling of loneliness, a sense of helplessness. And when there is a sense of helplessness, we are desperate to find support from someone. We struggle to find someone who can answer our emotional needs. But no human being can guarantee us emotional support. Therefore, the best way to be free from the need for emotional support is to work for jnana. Bhagavan describes a jnani as a nirashayaha. He is a nirashaya. He is free from the need for any support from outside. Because he has found support in himself. He has learned to take refuge in the Atma, in the true nature of his self. Therefore, he is free from any external, any need of an external support. Therefore, even in terms of finding support from outside, in the form of relatives or in the form of wealth or in the form of a social recognition, he doesn't have a need to work. Therefore, Nityatriptaha and Nirashaya. These two descriptions of a jnani explain how a jnani is free from the need to work. He is free from the compulsion to work. Nityatripto Nirashayaha. Therefore, he has given up the expectation of any result from his action. Tyaktva karma phala sangam. Karma phala sangam tyaktva. He is free from association with karma phala. No expectation of any result for himself. Yet he might engage in karma. He is karmani abhipravrittaha. He is engaging in karma. Why he has to engage in karma? Krishna had described it in chapter 3. Lokasangrahamevapi sampashyan kartumarhasi. For the sake of lokasangraha, he might work karmani abhipravrittaha. He is engaged in karma. Yet he doesn't identify with the karma. Being a jnani, he is free from kartrutva and bhoktrutva. Therefore, karmanyabhipravrittopi saha kinchit naiva karoti. He is not doing anything. Naiva kinchit karoti saha. He does not do anything in reality because no identification with the karma. Physically, he is engaged in karma, but in the true sense, he is not doing any karma. Karmani akarma. His karma is akarma. It is absence of karma. He has attained the true freedom from karma. Shloka 21. Nirashiryata chittatma tyakta sarva parigraha shariram kevalam karma kurvannapnoti kilbisham. In our culture, in our society, there is a special provision for a jnani, the one who is committed to spiritual knowledge. There is a special provision. If he is absolutely committed to the spiritual knowledge, studying the Vedanta, contemplating on Vedanta, abiding in self knowledge, if he wants to dedicate his life to this pursuit, he can give up karma through a proper procedure prescribed by the Shastra. and he becomes a sannyasi. A sannyasi gives up all karmas. In addition to karma, he gives up all possessions. Sannyasa involves giving up possessions. He is allowed only the minimum possession, the bare minimum possessions for himself. And sannyasa involves giving up of relations. A sannyasi has no relations, no relatives. While taking sannyasa, he gives up all relations. That is why, before taking sannyasa, he performs a shraddha to all his relatives, including himself. Therefore, sannyasi has no relations, no possessions, and no karma also. He doesn't do any karma. Even the Vaidika karma, the karmas enjoined by the Veda, are not applicable to a sannyasi. He gives up all rituals and he gives up the activities to earn his livelihood also. A sannyasi does not earn money. Then how does he conduct his life? Traditionally, he lives on bhiksha, bhaikshyam, what the other people provide him. The grihasthas provide him to conduct his day to day needs, to meet his day to day needs. Therefore, a sannyasi has only jivanamatra parigraha. He will have minimum possession so that he can conduct his life. And his activities are also restricted just to conduct his life, like eating, walking, etc. He has withdrawn himself from all activities other than the bare minimum activities. It is the ideal life of a sannyasi. A jnani can choose to take to sannyas. Every jnani need not become a sannyasi. Certain jnanis might remain as grihasthas also. As Krishna pointed out in chapter 3, कर्मणैव हि संसिद्धिम् आस्थिता जनकादयः. There are a few there can be grihastha jnanis, and even in history there were grihastha jnanis. And if they are grihasthas, they cannot give up the activities. Even if they are jnanis, they cannot give up the karma, because they have to do karma for the sake of lokasangraha. But if they choose to take to sannyasa, then they can give up karma through the proper procedure prescribed by the Shastra, and lead a life of contemplation, lead a life dedicated to contemplation, a calm, peaceful life. And in such a life, he can enjoy the benefit of his jnana. A sannyasi enjoys being with the jnana, being with self knowledge. In this shloka, Bhagavan describes a jnani who has taken sannyas. Therefore, he is aparigraha. A sannyasi is aparigraha. He is free from possessions, no house. He will not have a house also, no car, no wealth. He is aparigraha. He will have only very bare minimum possession. And even with respect to the bare minimum possession, he is not attached. Aparigraha. The word aparigraha indicates that he is a sannyasi. Nirashihi. He is free from desires, no desires, no desire for money. Some people may not have desire for money, but they have a desire for position. They want to hold a position in the institution, or they want recognition in the society. In fact, in many cases, such desires are stronger than the desire for wealth. There was a great poet called DVG in Kannada, and he has written a work called Mankutimmana Kagga. It is a collection of verses that are full of wisdom. And in that he says, Annadatura chinnadatura tikshna, chinnadatura ಹೆಣ್ಣುಗಂಡೊಲವು ಮನ್ನಣೆಯ ದಾಹವಿ ಎಲ್ಲಕುಂ ತೀಕ್ಷ್ಣತಮ ತಿನ್ನೋದದಾತ್ಮವನೆ ಮಂಕುತಿಮ್ಮ. He compares various types of desires. Annadatura, desire for food, compared to the desire for food, desire for wealth is stronger. Compared to the desire for wealth, the attraction between man and woman is stronger. And compared to that also, desire for honor, desire for recognition, desire for name and fame is even more stronger. And he ends the verse by saying that the desire for honor eats up the Atma, eats up the self. Therefore, a true sannyasi is free from all desires, including the desire for recognition. People will recognize me as a great Swami. It is the true ideal of a sannyasi. Nirashihi and Yata Chittatma. He has mastery over his body as well as mind. Chitta means mind, Atma means body in this verse. He has mastery over his mind and body. He is a man of self discipline. Without self discipline, one cannot be a sannyasi. and his activities are limited to sustain the body, limited to the extent of what is needed to sustain the body. Therefore, Bhagavan says, Shariram Kevalam Karma. Kevalam, only such activities that are needed to sustain the body. Shariram, Kevalam Shariram Karma. Shariram means Sharira Sthitimattra Prayojanam. The activities that are needed to maintain the body, like eating and bathing, etc. Kurvan, he does only such activities. Being free from other activities, he gets time to do nididhyasana, time to contemplate, time to enjoy the jnana. Shariram kevalam karma kurvan. He performs only limited karma and he does not do other karmas. He doesn't do the karmas that are expected to be done according to the Shastra. The Shastra enjoins many karmas, yajna, dana, tapas, etc. A sannyasi doesn't do any of them. For an ordinary person, if he does not do certain types of karma, he will get papa, known as pratyavaya. For example, someone has money, he is earning money and saving money. If he does not contribute a substantial portion of his wealth, if he does not do dana, then he will get pratyavaya for not doing dana. That is why Taittiriyopanishad says, Bhiyadeyam. If one does not give, if one does not do dana, he is subject to pratyavaya, papa, because of not giving, because of not performing his duty. A grihastha is supposed to perform yajna, he is supposed to perform dana, and he is supposed to perform all his duties. But a sannyasi is free from all obligations. He is free from the obligatory duties, obligatory karma. Will he not get papa if he does not do the karmas? Then Krishna says he will not. Kilvisham na apnoti. A sannyasi will not get kilbisha. Kilbisha means papa. He does not get papa because he is free from the sense of doership and enjoyership. He is free from kartritva and bhoktritva, being a jnani. Therefore, he is not subject to punya and papa. As long as one identifies as a karta and bhokta, he is subject to punya and papa. In that case, if he does not do the obligatory activities, he will incur papa. But it is not so with the jnani, a sannyasi who is a jnani. Kilbisham na apnoti, he does not get papa. Shloka 22. यदृच्छालाभसन्तुष्टः द्वन्द्वातीतो विमत्सरः समसिद्धावसिद्धौ च कृत्वापि न निबध्यते. Further description of a jnani, a man of self-knowledge. Yadrichhalabhasantushtaha. He is satisfied with what comes by itself, what comes by chance. He doesn't say, I want more. He does not complain about lackings. He accepts things as they are. He accepts things. He accepts the life as it is. Doesn't complain about anything and doesn't work for anything more also. He is not desperate to change the situation of his life. Because his happiness, his satisfaction is not dependent on the situation of his life. He might be impoverished, or nobody is recognizing him. It is possible with many jnanis. He may be a great scholar, he might be spiritually highly advanced, still nobody recognizes him. Even then, he may not complain. Nobody is recognizing my accomplishment. He may not complain because his happiness, his satisfaction is not dependent on anything external. Therefore, yadrichalabha santushtaha, he is happy with what comes by itself, what the life provides him, what his prarabdha provides him. Dvandvatitaha, he is free from dvandva, the pairs of opposites, like elation and dejection, honor and dishonor, praise and criticism. Someone might praise a jnani, whereas somebody else might criticize him. He is not affected by either. Dvandvatitaha. Vimatsaraha, free from hatred, free from envy. Matsara can be understood as hatred, or a better understanding is envy. Matsarya means envy. We look at the other people and we feel they are better off. In some way, they are better than us. And then we want to be like them, or we want to be better than them. There is a competition. I want to get what he has got. I want to be better than him in some way. A sense of competition. It is a result of envy. Envy has two forms: a mild envy, a mild feeling of envy, which gives rise to competition. I want to be better than him. And then he starts working. Let me be better than the other person. Let me earn more money than the other person. Let me be more intelligent than the other person, and so on. Then there is a stronger phase of envy, You do not tolerate his prosperity, and then you try to tarnish his image, to defame the other person by criticizing him in social media. We see criticism. Many people criticize the others for no reason. Even if someone is doing something good, they attract criticism. Why? It is envy, matsara. Vimatsaraha, he is free from envy, free from competition. He is a non competitor. Samassiddhavasiddhau cha, he is equal with respect to siddhi and asiddhi, success and failure. Even if he does something, he is ready to accept both success and failure equally because he is aware of the fact that a success is not going to add anything to his happiness because he is complete in himself. Therefore, success is not going to add to his completeness. And the failure is not going to take anything away from his completeness. Therefore, samassiddhavasiddhau cha, siddhau asiddhau cha samaha, kritva pina nibadhyate, kritva api. Even if he works, some jnanis might prefer to work for the sake of lokasangraha. Even some sannyasis work, they build ashrama, they travel from place to place, teaching the message of Vedanta or any other subject related to spirituality like Bhagavata, Ramayana, etc. They may teach, they may build ashrama, matha, temple, and they are engaged. Many sannyasis are engaged in so many social work. They are working. Kritva api na nibadhyate, but they are not bound by the karma. The action does not cause any bondage in them because they do not produce any punya and papa. Because he is free from kartrutva and bhoktrutva. In the heart of heart, he knows that he is not really doing anything. He is the Brahman which is free from all actions. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om. श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। नमस्ते नमस्ते।